Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. This is another of my short stories of the type that's in my book, Soloists, which are 125 short stories of introverts and outsiders facing a dilemma. This story is called I Want to Retire at 30. Sal indeed is one of the privileged ones. His parents own Etna Pickles, Inc., which dominates the pickle shelf in most supermarkets. Sal is blessed with movie star looks, the girls especially craving his shiny, thick black hair. No scholar, Sal's parents sprung for a third-tier private college, which he squandered, parties, girls, and yes, coke. He also guilt-tripped his parents into giving him a Beamer and a lavish, quote, education allowance for books, tutors, and so on, which he used for such educational experiences as taking 2 girls at one time to Hawaii. But when his girlfriend found out about that, she told Sal's parents how he's spending his education allowance. They confronted him, and after denial, they brought the girl in. He caved, and they cut him off. Sal's response? Whatever. I'm going to make millions before I'm 30, so I can have as much fun as I want without sucking up to the Pickle family circus. Sal's looks, spending, and funsterhood made him lots of friends, and one hired him to be the sales guy for AI Therapist, Inc. The salary wasn't great, but the commissions were. Sal, if you really push it, you could make $500,000 this year. And Sal really did push it. He overpromised and underdelivered. Knowing it wasn't true, he told wholesale customers, we'll be releasing the software in a week, and it will be rock solid. It was 2 months, and AI Therapist was solid mush, ineffective, buggy, and with laughable tech support. As a result, AI Therapist's reviews at the App Store averaged 2.3, the kiss of death. As bad, the firm got sued, including one claim that AI Therapist drove a customer to attempt suicide. The firm was out of business in 6 months, and for the last 2, didn't pay Sal even his base salary, let alone commissions. The CEO said, man, we just can't make payroll. You understand, dude, right? Sal then BS'd his way into a sales job at the nearby Lexus dealer. He said, you might ask, if I'm such a good salesperson, why am I looking for a job? Well, the firm promised me that the software was solid, and it wasn't. I'm good enough that I want no base salary, just commission. Especially with Sal's movie star looks, that was an offer that elite Lexus couldn't refuse. To look more like his target customer, older, conservative, Sal wore button-down collared shirts with a blazer and khakis, streaked his hair with gray, and got glasses. With the look in place, when customers called asking for a price, he'd lowball to get them in the door, and then when he went to confirm the price with the manager, who he actually never saw, he returned faking sadness. I'm shocked. The manager overruled me. And the car is going to cost more. If the car wasn't the color or option the customer wanted, Sal lied. For example, that color? Oh, it's the least popular. Or, that option is really a ripoff. He pushed dealer-installed high-profit extras like nitrogen in the tires, which according to Consumer Reports is a ripoff, but costs the dealership almost nothing, so Sal got a hunky commission. To top it off, Sal made a deal with one of the finance and insurance salespeople to shepherd clients to her in exchange for a kickback. Despite all that, Sal made only $10,000 a month, not enough to retire before he was 30. So he started looking into enterprise software sales, where the average comp is $300,000 plus. But before he started applying for those jobs, a Coke friend who worked at a small biotech company gave him an insider's secret that the company was, in a month, to be bought out by a big pharma, so the company's stock would skyrocket. Sal told his parents about it, and they agreed to split any profit 50-50. To avoid SEC scrutiny, through 2 offshore shell companies, 2 weeks before the pharma was to announce the deal, his parents bought $3 million of the stock, a trivial amount for them, and they held the stock for a few months, by which time the SEC would be on to other matters. That worked to the tune of a $10 million profit, half to Sal. And he was back in business, or I should say, back to the Playboy life. But even $5 million doesn't last a big spending coke addict long, so in a few years, Sal's savings were down to $1 million. Wanting to build his account back up without having to work much, Sal became an options day trader. But the old joke is usually true. How can you make $1 million as a day trader? Start with $2 million. Actually, the adrenaline-addicted Sal did worse than that. After 2 years, his savings were down to $70,000. So Sal went back to the luxury car business, but this time he went to an even higher margin BMW dealership and talked his way into a job not in sales, but where the even bigger money is made, finance and insurance. As of this writing, Sal is still going strong. He's living in a plush love nest complete with heart-shaped bed and a lush bouquet of flowers that hangs from the ceiling, high enough that the women can't tell that the flowers are fake. One early morning, turning to the 2 women beside him in bed, he thought, maybe I won't be able to retire at 30, but this life ain't so bad. I can deal with 40. Anyway, that story is called I Want to Retire at 30. It's a story of the type that's in my new book, Soloists. You can find it on Amazon. I'd be flattered if you did. You'd probably have to search Soloist by Marty Nemko to find it. And I welcome your thumbs up on this video and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to this channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.